Weather with Chief Meteorologist Brad Travis. 48's Umbrella a Week giveaway is sponsored by Mr. Rooter, your locally owned expert plumbers for over 34 years.
I think we're down to one area that may produce some stronger thunderstorms here within the next hour. You can kind of see where it's happening just to the north of the Honeycomb campground there on the west side here of Lake Guntersville. This is all where we have these boundaries kind of colliding together, and that's what's going to produce these strong storms probably for the next 45 minutes to an hour, and then they'll fade away as everything's pretty much rain cooled as you get from Huntsville to the west and southwest. So if you're looking at our 48 First Alert weather app, you notice storms to your south and it's already rained where you are, you're probably not going to see that move in. It'll likely weaken. Here's that area I was focusing in on. Notice the camera's moving a little bit. That's that wind that's coming towards the camera. So these boundaries are colliding. So we may get these thunderstorms to develop right over Lake Guntersville here within the next 30 minutes. 82 and rain cooled in Muscle Shoals. Most everyone is rain cooled. We don't have observations for all these areas along the lake, and that's where I think we still have some upper 80s like you see in Fort Payne and Rainsville. So you guys are still kind of primed, so to speak, for new thunderstorm development. Strong gusty winds, a lot of lightning, and very heavy rain. We're going to see this day in and day out for the rest of the week. Here's your Wednesday forecast. We start off hazy, humid with a calm wind. Not much wind out there until we get these thunderstorms going. Storms may wait a little bit later tomorrow, but they're going to do the same thing they did today, produce locally heavy rain, possibly some street flooding, maybe an inch of rain in 30 minutes. And you can see as we go hour by hour into the afternoon, we warm up close to 90 degrees again. As we get past 2 o'clock, we start to see isolated storm development just about anywhere, and then more of a cluster developing here in the northwest corner of the state around 4 or 5 o'clock, and that will track to the east a bit. Again, kind of leapfrog here as these boundaries spread out and produce new thunderstorms. So the challenge here is, we're used to being able to tell you hour by hour exactly what's going to happen as a frontal boundary or an upper air disturbance moves through, but this isn't really anything tied to that. These are just air mass type thunderstorms that develop with the heating of the day on boundaries that have yet to form. So again, we'll watch that for you. Another active day here, and each and every day this week is going to be the same. It's not a total washout. The morning hours, they're dry for the most part. The storms all develop between roughly 1 p.m. and 6 p.m. and then fade away. Pretty good mowing conditions, at least in the morning. By the evening, you may have some wet lawns out there. We do need the rain, though, this time of year. We need rain about every 3 days. 90 degrees tomorrow, the rest of your 10-day forecast. We fall into the upper 80s, but just very sticky out there. Very humid tropical air mass will be in place, and therefore rain chances continue. They drop off a bit Sunday, Monday into Tuesday, but they're still there. It's really hard to take them out of the forecast this time of year. I'll have another look at your forecast coming up and a look at radar on WFF 40 News at 6.